So evidently, that's attracted to the dead carcasses with the fly, so that's why they run up here. But they never got no new video of Puerto Rico with the video. And I'm looking at them. So I was in a J train, this was Friday, and I said, yeah, well, where the tape at? I said, you know how it is, like they're supposed to come on and say my face got fucked up, right? Over the fucking shit. I said, yeah, but I don't have nothing though. Of course my face gonna get fucked up to set me up. Look at my dad. Because it got to do with my dad. It got to do with my dad, what he does, run a hospital. And they know, one thing I know about health. Real good. That's the logical to it, right? Okay, because I grew up with all my family from England into the health field, the hospital field. And I so know it very well, right? Okay, then I don't have to come. Everybody was saying, well, you didn't come on like a doctor. No, I don't have to come out like one. I got enough family who go handle the business very well, right? You don't have to come out one. So they don't left them in Puerto Rico with all the flies them, and that's what happened, right? Okay, so that's when Donald Trump closed the door, pow, right? Because guess what? It ain't the criteria of the debt to Puerto Rico. The own United States money is the criteria that let people rob the system. How do you let somebody rob a fucking system, G, when you're born here? Right? No, you don't control no food stamp and housing. I couldn't give a shit what fucking woman you got. A drug dealing woman are running a food stamp system, but the bitch can't get it. She should have stayed in the street. But you got the Caribbean running the system, right? Okay then. So that's what correct that bullshit did. Right? Of course anybody would shut the door. If you born there and you sit there, people robbing the system that don't even born there, you got to be a fucking jackass. 4 million people? Hell no. You got like, it's like this, G. You got a country that you could name that somebody just roll in the door and rob a food stamp system that everybody's poor? None. Right? None. It was no excuse. Even to the criteria of the black American, right, sitting there doing the same bullshit too, because it was, like I say, it's 4 million Puerto Ricans in the Bronx. Black Americans sitting there born there. Who born here then? Me? So evidently they came and robbed the system, right? And that's what create all of that, right? So now when they knocked on the power plant, right? The power plant, right? The hurricane did all that with electric tornado. You know what I'm saying? They don't knock it down. The air conditioner one. So now you could tell the difference who got. You could tell the difference who got HIV at that point, right? Okay then. That's the logical to it. It's like the fly eating people up, right? What they was trying to say when they cut the video that Puerto Rican and HIV sitting in Puerto Rico don't have it, but where's the flies at? Nigga, it don't make a difference when you have HIV and do drugs. The fly's gonna eat you up. What you gotta be doing in a cold weather? You got to stay in a cold weather, right? Okay then, right? So you avoid the bullshit, right? So that's what when they cut off the air conditioner, that's why they don't have a video of Puerto Rico. That's when I told them, yeah, with the hurricane video. Oh, but you running around young, but you don't have a video. Sound like immigration there, right? 'Cause that's what it is, right? Because what it is, let me tell you something, the video that they cut, they put the same people that was walking by my car for a year. I said, damn, I know these two Puerto Rican people. But I can't remember where I seen them at. It's just with a hurricane. I said, that's where I seen them at, down in Puerto Rico with a video talking about the HIV. But what was missing? The flies. I said, yeah, when you get HIV, flies usually eat you up in the hot weather. They usually do. So you got to stay in the cold places to what? Undetectable. Right? That's what bring everybody in New York. But my dad was just right. Because when my dad said the same thing before the whack-a-man took his job in Prospect Heights, right, and took my 3-bedroom apartment, he said the same thing, put everybody in line. That will avoid any problem, right? You know, with Puerto Rico or anything, you know, you put everybody HIV in record online, but they never did. This over 30 years now, right? Because if he know that the HIV was sitting in the island, wipe out the whole Virgin Island, well, he should figure that out. I mean, he got sense out that Europe, right? Right? Of course he got sense, right? Put it online because he know one thing. The HIV, it don't make a difference. Once you get to the island, it gonna eat you up. Don't make a difference. You could use bug spray. You could use anything. right? You go spray your ass off on the fly shit. Does not work. Trust me, right? It does create a million of bumps, right? So at that point, you know what I'm saying? And they know it over there in Nostrand where I'm at, right? Okay, that's where they never went home. And a lot of people, they didn't want to go home because guess what? Once they got deported, they don't jump to Puerto Rico because it don't make a difference staying in Colombia because guess what? And those other states that you own drug money, is captivity, the fly gonna eat you up. So they don't dump them there in Puerto Rico. So at that point, the hurricane came with with electric tornado, right? That moved cars. Yeah, it moved cars, electric current. They don't create the tornado, turn off the air conditioner, and left them with the cartel. And I look at their ass. There's only one thing Puerto Rico got to do. They might have to go back up in New York and get the fucking asshole that what stole their food stamp and toast their ass out and put them in jail or deport them. Because that shit, they're going to get worse when I told them. And they was just quiet on the J train in New York. I was like, it's going to get worse, G. Trust me. Because if I'm fucking a girl and I know one thing, she don't come up with a whole bunch of mosquito bites. Well, she never had it. Oh, yeah, of course she never had it. She was sitting in an air conditioner place. Do you understand? There's no air conditioner. There's no power plant there. Right? That's how you can figure it out. Right? How you think they never go home? What it is, it's kind of funny. I constantly see these two people for the whole year, right? Okay, walking by my car all the time. And I'm saying, damn, these people look familiar. It's like somebody walked by your car they're threatening you, right? That's what come to my mind. But I said, nah, something with a video I seen these people at. But it took me like a whole year when I left, right? It took me a whole year to know who they was. I'm like, those are the motherfuckers sit in Puerto Rico, put up the HIV with no flies. Right? Oh yeah, they're sitting in New York. I see them this morning though. Yeah, they walk by. Right? So that's the criteria with the HIV when they're sitting there. And that's the part when the bitch come up in New York and put up turnpike, poison and all the bullshit to cover the track. Right? Because guess what? You know what I'm saying? To cover the track, right? Because they know one thing, when you sit in an island, you got it. Then flies will eat you up. So what happened is they don't knock down Puerto Rican shit. The hurricane and everything, the boats and everything, and try to make it like a hurricane. But then again, you're looking at everybody, the deal on the flies. It don't make a difference what disease you got. Them flies will eat you up down there. That's one thing I do know. You come with a million of bumps, G. This is nothing gonna help you till you get back in a cold weather, and it's like 2 weeks to get rid of them bumps, right? Okay then. So evidently, the same way they was trying to rebuild to the point is, right, with Puerto Rico, that's the same way, right? Okay, so the joke is that run into Jersey City, I don't catch it to them right when I was looking for a job Thursday. I said, well, you figured it out now. Because they know what? They know my dad. See, everybody get a line on my dad that he running a hospital for 20 years, right? I didn't need no money, right? And when they got into Prosper Heights and Nostrand, they used that same line because they was running from Florida coming up, right? Okay then. It's like you sitting in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale with a hurricane at. They don't make a separate shelter. So I'm sitting in Pompano, and I never walk around Florida, but it took me 2007. I run into it. I said, what happened is I was going for an apartment. Just to hang out there for a month because I never been down to Florida. They had a separate one. So I was into some lying dead in Pompano, and I came to a $300 studio apartment, and they had an HIV area. I said, well, ain't you born here? That would consider discrimination, wouldn't it? You born in Florida, but you got one like that. Something is wrong with this picture here. But this is way before them jokers come up. That's how I figured that out. I'm saying, well, what state gonna have a separate department for HIV? What, you just took them out the neighborhood? What about the one who got it, but is not no record? What happened in Pompano, to cut it short, right? They left the one that had it in the air conditioner room and flip it to the American, and they did the same thing up in New York, in shelters too, right? And they come out, you get what I'm trying to say? The same thing they had planned.